Hey ladies, it's your girl Aisha, aka Chatty Chik and Lipstik. Hey, I came to you guys earlier and posted and just kind of wanted some feedback on what you guys view modesty as. I know modesty is a word that you really don't hear that often. To be honest, I don't really hear that word too often, and not only do I not hear it, it's not really practiced. As you can see through media uh, and celebrities and so forth, how it's really shown as just it's the lack thereof. And I was just wanting to really kind of look up and see what does this word really means, and how does it relate to me, and why is it important? And one of the things that I really kind of was looking at was um, how it really speaks to me and what God is really trying to put in my heart to what it means. And when I looked it up, I was kind of curious of what does this mean? Um, and when I looked it up, it was more so saying behavior, manner, or appearance intended to avoid impropriety. And when I was reading that, I was like, okay, Lord, what are you trying to reveal to me in saying this? Because it's something that just kind of popped up, and I feel like it's something that really just needs to be shared with others. We know that what we wear really speaks a lot about who we are, whether we believe that or not, and what message that we tend to put across to people, whether we intend to or not. I know a lot of us will say, well, I don't really care what people think about me and what their views are of me. But honestly speaking, we don't want someone to look at us and call us something out of our name, or to look at us anything than what we feel we are. And what I mean by that is no one wants to be looked at in a bad view. Everyone wants something, things, positive things to be said about them. And whether we believe it or not, the things that we wear really speak about who we are and how we will be respected, honestly speaking. Because what they said, first impression is last impression. People don't even sometimes get a chance to talk to you or really conversate with you. And sometimes based on what you're wearing, you're really, a lot of people really just tend to come up with their own ideas of the person that you are based on how you're dressed. So with that being said, I think we really need to be mindful of what we're wearing, whether we're exposing too much skin. And like I said, I know modesty tends to be different to everyone, and what may seem to be inappropriate to one person may not be inappropriate to the other person. But I think when we really look at the whole topic of modesty, I guess we need to look at what our intentions are for what we wear. If we're wearing something that's really revealing, that, chest all out and, hanging all over your bra and stuff like that, and your bottom out, and, you're just revealing a lot. Are people really going to take you serious? Are they gonna really see you as this person that's smart and so so because my husband had mentioned to me before that there's a lady that he had encountered that was, she was dressed really provocative, and all with all honesty, when he was when he was confronted by her with the situation, because he is a police officer. When he was confronted a situation with her, she felt like she had to really go out and say who she was, that like she really had to explain herself because of what she was wearing. It's obviously that she wasn't comfortable in what she was wearing, because she had to throw out there that, oh, I'm a doctor. It's just, so she was kind of feeling some kind of way because what she was wearing didn't appear it didn't appear that she was a doctor. And not to say that, okay, she had to wear scrubs or anything to really put across that she's she was this smart person, but for her to have to feel like she had to really put out there or justify herself for wearing what she's wearing. Okay, I'm a doctor, despite what I'm wearing right now. For her to even feel like she had to come out and really put that out there, it lets you know that, okay, she wasn't even really pleased or felt comfortable with what she was wearing. And that, to be honest, no one else would have really guessed or that she was a doctor. So with that being said, I guess the questions to really ask is, what I'm wearing really representing who I am? Is it really saying to people that, you know, what I'm wearing is saying that, okay, I want you to respect my mind, and to respect me, and not disrespect me, or feel some, you know, or feel that or see me in a different light other than what I am. So just with that being said, I just would, with that topic of being modest, I really would encourage you to really ask yourself those questions when you're getting dressed or going out, whether you're going, you know, going out on a date, with your husband, um, with your friends or whatever, to really be mindful of what you're wearing and see if it's a good representation of who you are and who you want to put across to people. Because whether you say I don't care what people say or whatever think of me, I think deep down inside we really do care about what people say and think, because we don't want people to think negative of us. And then just to kind of put out, just for those who are not really for sure what the word modesty means. Modesty, in a sense, like I said, it's not something that's really discussed in our culture too much, and you know, social media and all those things don't really show modesty, because when you look at the videos, when you look at award shows, when you look at anywhere in the media, a lot of people look up to celebrities and you know, and the things that they're wearing. Rihanna, Beyonce, and so forth are really, it really bears a lot of skin. So, you know, I guess a lot of us feel too that we have to really get the attention. We have to really go there and expose a lot of ourselves when God has really intended us to remain covered, or keep some things covered. You know, I don't think everything is really supposed to be put out there for everyone to see. You know, God speaks of marriage, and He really looks into marriage, and really loves the unity of marriage, and He saves those. You know, He wants those things to be saved for your husband, for His eyes only. He's not asking us to look like Mother Teresa, completely covered up, but I think He just wants to be mindful, because you know, those things like that can, not to go on and on about this topic on modesty, because I will really kind of dig into it later on in some of my other videos. But I think, you know, God doesn't mention anything in the Bible that doesn't have any relevance to it, even though it was in a whole different time period. Those things are still relevant till today. So he puts that out there for us, to protect us against certain things. And these would be things that I would really kind of bring out there later on. I'm not going to really go into depth about that right now in this first video, on that topic. But however, I just want to know your views on it and what you feel about it. For some reason, I cannot get into the song. But modesty more so is to be covered. And not to really reveal a whole lot. You know, to revealing your body in a way that's inappropriate. And like I said, with that being said, just kind of examine yourselves and just see, okay, what I'm wearing, is that, am I really putting myself out there? Am I really saying who I am to people, and not by the way I'm dressed, but am I really, you know, really putting myself out there, representing myself in the best way possible way that I can. But thank you, ladies. Just give me some feedback on what you feel about modesty, and what you consider modesty to be, and so forth. I would really love to hear back from you. Thank you, guys. Have a blessed